Hello there everybody, my name is Revolution and welcome back to Tangle Tower. Last time we had stuff going and asking around more people for uh some testimonies telling us what happened, what they know, what they don't know. When I had found Poppy, the amazing pianist, I definitely like that. Checking her room now that we have it open.
There's a name for this kind of piano.
Yes, there is because of many names.
You know, these ones that stand upright?
That's just funny. Okay, here's the other side. That door is locked though.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Oh, can I open this one compared to the other one? Slide, so is it the same thing? Huh? What? Is this the exact same thing? Huh? Oh wait, is it like opposites? Wait, bam, 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 and bam. So that means another side, sun, 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 sun. Is that what that means? Yeah, if everyone remembers last time I was doing that side, I was confused. Okay, that makes sense now. Sun, 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 sun.
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
Alright, so maybe I do the other side, but okay, sun, 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 sun. Okay, I can't remember that. I can't remember that. Okay, I see. No, there's a note on the floor.
More handwritten sheet music.
No, just sheet music. And then on the bed too.
More handwritten sheet music.
Okay, and then this is her bed.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
That's a really cool one though.
Anything in the wardrobe?
A lot of dark clothes.
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
The darkness. It amuses. Okay, what is this thing? It's ticking.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
Metronome. Look closer. Check it out.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
No.
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are though.
Use buttons to rotate all four metronomes. Metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. So they have to be together. So that's that one. The Y is that one. And the Y box. So that means done together. Oh, okay, wait, okay. So if I hit this, let's test it. The circle and the Y moved. So that means if I move this, there's the box and the Y will move. This is the box and the thing right there. Okay. This is the only one that moves. These are the only two that move the plus. Okay. Then those two. Okay, I gotta get them all together. Oh, okay, so those two are opposite of each other now. Okay, put those together. Those are together now. That's the box. Oh, it's so easy. And then that's super easy.
There we go.
Perfect.
What do we got? What do we got?
What happened?
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph.
New photo.
Part of a photograph.
Parts of a photo. Let's see that. So she has a photo, first photo of this person. First photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. Haven't met anyone like that yet. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. And this is on Poppy's room. Okay, I think that's everything in here. I need to go over here though, because the other side. And I luckily still remember the code for Fitz's door.
It's locked.
I thought we were.
We
What's
are.
that thing by the handle?
Okay. So that was bam, 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 and bam. Okay.
It made a noise.
Yes.
I guess that was right.
Check it.
Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
It should be. Okay, now we have the center open. Welcome to the rooftop garden. That looks nothing like it's on a roof at all. Except I guess when you have that kind of closure, I guess it tells you, yeah, it's up here. Looks like a nice place.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Oh shoot, the feathers. The four feathers. Okay, see the feathers. The feathers are mostly found resting on the tongue of this large stone frog. But the feathers are from the ink-tip bird. Yeah, that takes I don't know what I think about that. Yeah, that takes us to the next one. Yeah, it's a bridge.
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
Yeah, it's just there to enjoy the moment over this whole entire
A little pond.
pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Yeah, I was wondering when I was pointing at these three. They're like, no, there's more.
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Wow, great. Great people to live here. I see a freaking bird up here.
Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
Everything makes sense, okay? I give up the statue here.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Oh, let's check it. We got statue. We got the lute statue. A slightly weathered statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs, yeah, not headphones, earmuffs. Earmuffs has been placed on the head of the statue. Check out this rose bush.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
There's something with that little bit of grass under it, though.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
It depends.
Exactly.
It depends. It could be really bright like that, or have like not that much of a color to it from not being cared for. So then this was the door, right?
The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Ah, I guess so.
What does that mean? Like it's like cross between them now? The giant magnifying glass is calling to me. Alright, time to check this big room over here. Yeah, we just do quick travel now. Ah. Ava. There's a lot of birds over here. In a booklet.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
There's a bunch of birds here, though.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
They come and go as they please. They live for how they want to live.
Bird diagrams. Hand painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows her stuff about birds.
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
I don't think I'd agree with that whole type thing, but I could at least agree with not liking a mirror.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, look at this evil butterfly.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Look, okay, that's funny because I said that. I thought that she called me judgmental. Literally, when it comes to like what type of person are you? Which personality? I have the J for judgmental. I guess that just shows how true it is. What about this?
A rather magnificent bush. Somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side.
Oh, this is the whole thing. Alright, okay, there's nothing really to find here, I would say. Last thing, I guess.
I feel like I'm standing in a giant birdcage.
Yes. Alright, well, it's time to meet you.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your
Huh?
hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely!
That's kind of an interesting way to, for introduction wise, just talk about hair immediately. Probably kind of odd for it.
And that shape. You're really pushing the envelope.
Oh,
Huh?
thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it.
So you're Penny. What, Penny? You said Penny Pointer, so that means that you're the P initial then for the glove, not for the glove. For the trowel then, little thing.
Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, Penny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
So these are all your friends you hang out with. That's all you have. It sounds kind of terrible, honestly. It's kind of like just birds. Just birds, and more birds. Clean everyone's freaking sitting on your head.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
So I'm gonna say like animals alive, including for like how you see your hand, your whole entire glove looking like a bird's whole entire wing. I don't know how that makes it easy for you to do anything, but just go right along with it.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
I was just wondering. So it's talking about your love interest.
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
So yeah, so that just says how you two are together, including like a sort of little travel.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Yeah, something on those things that's like, alright, we got a whole entire thing, families fighting, but then yet there's that whole entire secret romance you have back in the back hidden behind, so nobody knows.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
So you wait for him, or you just keep an eye on him?
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
So just taking care of his haunted greenhouse, making sure it's all green and good.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
No,
Oh, no.
it's pretty obvious.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't.
And she got mad. Alright, so you two were apart for that, so you couldn't have been together really the way. Fitz was like basically one of the first to ever make it to the body anyway, so yeah, you were not together enjoying yourselves.
Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Too many in her aviary. Also interesting for outside thing with Fitz being so delicate then probably from her vision. Either way, he didn't seem anything rough and tough, so I guess that does count for him being somewhat low for that and emotional.
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company.
They can do everything on their own, they're fine, they're birds, they do what birds do. But he just loves them so much, and of course he wants to be with them. As you see for how much you enjoy with the birds. I know someone that'd probably be very afraid of being there. Not me though.
As do I.
Alright, tell us your statement about the day of the murder.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there.
So you went out to chase him after you saw him just go by your room?
Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost.
If I remember correctly, too long ago, but she stated that she was doing stuff, things are going on, she left, saw you, said something about like for who you were looking, saying like, oh, they went upstairs, and then she left. That's outside.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
Yeah,
I
professor
ran
went
up the
upstairs.
stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
Yeah, because they were the first to come, but her found him there next. Yeah, you found your uncle next, and then you two came after, like wondering from who was going up and out and about.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I still want to say something for this, but I can't do anything. Frick. Okay. Just check for something. Okay, it doesn't tell much. Okay. I would like to ask you about this, though.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Okay, great. Alright, tell us about this here, though. 'Cause this is important to you with all the birds.
Oh, there used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be?
Huh?
There are birds all over the place.
There's a bunch of birds
Most
here,
of
though.
them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
Yes, they have all these ones around here you love. They're all ordinary, but the unique ones that you have more of a liking to.
That is a very good question.
Very good question that you will not speak of. Do you know who this is in the photo?
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Great to know. Okay, what's anything else that would be related to? You said your uncle said. And what? There's like what, one more person, one or two more people. That's fine. So this belongs to your uncle.
I don't know what that is.
All right. You don't do anything in music wise, but I don't think I do anything with this either. But it's unlucky. But it was in the Haunted Garden. You love him. Probably been there.
Lovely.
Nothing.
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one was the one on the other side. It was the other one with the tongue. The frog thingy, or whatever. Forget it. Okay, you don't have anything for us to really do.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Oh yeah.
Now, like, right now?
Yes, now. Her room is just across. Welcome to her room. We must look around for all. First we see a bunch of freaking birds.
Looks like nature invited itself in.
Yes, the birds love me
Rude.
here. Nature just loves being, I guess, around her in general. See, oh no, he gave her a plant, and she probably didn't take care of it.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
This is this flower is a brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks like it's dying. That's the shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. But it looks very healthy. I don't know. What do you mean? It does not look healthy. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. I don't think it's supposed to be blue soil. Okay, we have mannequins here.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
No, you have a bunch of luggages or stuff under here.
Traveling cases.
Yeah, okay, close enough.
Empty. All of them.
And then her bed.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What? What is
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
it? A detective romance novel. What a great thing for her to have. I don't really see much around here. Books.
Penny's books. Mostly novels.
Yep. Yeah, tea.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Okay, so one for her, and then the other thing is for the birds. Alright, she really doesn't have anything in here. Oh, great. Okay, so it's the last room, and the last person then. Which would be her uncle over here, in the astronomy tower. Huh.
A Spyglass to the Stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
And we have over here.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's
So,
It's completely blank, nothing has been written.
even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Who knows? Probably there's a page out though.
a picture frame.
With no picture.
I'm going to ask you some questions here. For her, yeah, I forget his name, but it's her uncle.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering.
I don't know if you'd want to look at the stars, like at a very sunny and bright sky.
So quiet and yet so loud.
More like just quiet.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance.
Yeah, because of course we're nothing important to all the stars out there at all. We are just specks near our own star.
We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Okay. Yeah, that's funny. It's just like, oh, when you think things, just because of how a character is, and then yet they say something immediately. I don't know how I got that, but that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You
Yes.
find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Okay, you're Percival. Or we just call you Pointer, though.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Yeah, we already finished our whole entire talk with the fellows. The last couple of like videos, and like now we're all the way over here for the Pointers. Not too much for Pointer-wise.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Even though the two places where you used to live in are separated, yet living around or in the same place, sort of.
Helpful.
Alright, tell us a bit about yourself, Professor.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
So you're Poppy's father, you're her uncle, and then you're the head of the Pointer family after your father, apparently.
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
If anything, it's more like a whole entire lifeline than just a hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return.
Yeah, it has done absolutely nothing for you, just having a hobby.
Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Yeah, if you can just do that, just a quick hello world or universe to the cosmos. Please tell us about yesterday.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the
Oh, gosh.
gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were
Hopefully
in the
that
greenhouse
didn't get
together.
heard.
I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine.
You went to the pond in the garden. I'm just wondering that, like, the pond, is the pond, like, on the roof then, not just, like, is there even a pond? Yeah, there's, like, I think it's, no, I don't think there's a pond down on the ground, at least it's, like,
Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
so too much time just looking at the stars then.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
That is correct, but then we did hear that you were walking out from the tower to the other tower.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
A faith of what then? Because that sounds quite suspicious. Such a statement.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside.
So I went to look for a book. She had a bunch of books. She was shouting because she was happy at the moment.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall.
Yeah, because Fifi and Poppy were having that entire talk.
Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly?
But he left early. Did you go searching for his book again? Is that why?
Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Still, it sounds quite, how do I say, just quite terrible for you just to hear all that and just wander off. Just nothing said, nothing done. Just, it was there, that's it. That's all you could say for that. Okay, so you like looking outside of telescopes, sort of the small window. Okay, but didn't that belong to someone that we already saw? I forget.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
I guess I was completely off with that then. Do you know about this person in the family?
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
It sounds quite suspicious. Open. I never even asked him about this freaking letter. I was asking because why not? Because I'm already here.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
Yeah, not like that didn't do anything.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
Yeah, it does. But I don't think we have much of anything to go upon that. Besides that, we have everyone in the statement somewhat. Huh?
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Okay, let's go now. Okay, we're going to check statements. Okay, we're here to have a talk. We have questions. Okay, this is interesting. We had two of us. She died. Questioning, alerted. Pointed to him. Point, murder, point, everywhere. Alright.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
Okay. We gotta hear everything so we know what is true, what is not, and what could be missing.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Okay, so it's like everything put together then.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
Okay, so it's everything like one on top of another, showing like all the actions of everyone.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
So the first person that he heard was Poppy coming down. The second one that he saw was for the professor Pointer.
Eventually, she let me in.
I believe.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Yeah, and she didn't even have a stating for it.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in
Felix
the
came out.
hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was
Yeah, he found Penny before going upstairs.
to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long.
Yeah, it's like she didn't hear everything till the end, but then it's like a bunch of people already heard, but then a bunch left too, suspiciously.
But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
That is very true. Everything goes perfectly together, apparently.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Okay, so it's like they were each other, like, so they have to have statements for each other so they can back each other's claim up. So it's like you can't really say or tell for if there's any lies about there being others that were already there listening to and saying the same. Okay, that was that. Okay, so finish that. Doesn't help. Anything else to say? No, just that. That was unhelpful. Okay. The best thing would be to go back to everyone, asking, like, full-on questions now when it comes to every single person, every single item.
The whole room is a
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Yeah, her. Okay. Please tell us about every single person in the family now.
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
And of course she will gladly say nothing. That's pretty obvious. Even for the husband.
Nice try.
Nice try, so I can make her talk. I can make her say anything.
We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
I know, that's like the cool thing, like she's a freaking smart person. It's like, heck yeah. No, nothing. Okay, tell us about the detective. Yeah, Detective Hawkshaw that was going about for a certain other case.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Yeah. Okay, for the Fitz, because then Fitz is going out with Penny.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
So nothing. Okay, tell us about the professor. Professor, you got any tips about the professor just right across from you?
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
I feel like that he can. Because I think he has like a bunch of telescopes, so I wouldn't see why he wouldn't be able to see across.
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
No, they wouldn't give care about each other. Like, lastly, we have Poppy on the suspect list.
Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimore, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Yeah, doodle time because we can't get anything, so it's all she has to say about any of them. That doesn't help, though. Next best thing would be to ask you about things that we were asking her about. Nothing. More nothing. Complete nothingness.
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do
Yeah,
you have any hobbies?
Something. No, we finally had some talking. Okay, come on, we're about the family.
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Yeah, I'll take that as a big nose for all that. Nothing important for her to talk about. Nothing important for her to talk about. Yes, this is your daughter's thing, you wouldn't say anything about it. Your bird book, you like birds.
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
We've already learned that someone belongs to her already, though.
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
No, just listen to that. More nothingness. That is quite dumb for this.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
So I don't care. Just like this whole segment, just me going through everything to make sure. Yeah, make sure that I could do something, which I could do a lot of nothing. Alright, down to the next person. I'm freaking leaving you. Bye, Flora. You were no help. Now time for your husband to start speaking. In a sad state, Tell us about everyone's family, please. Your wife.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Yeah, of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life.
Her whole life and forever with you to be just a bit silent about everything.
She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
Anyone at all.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Other...
Other humans, more like other nothingness, really.
Well, yes, other people, you know.
No, not know very well.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
No more of that for it. Yeah, talk about stuff. Terrible.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name?
It's just like all those people that have names, great names, kind of long. Just need a quick nickname to shorten it or so. Or just go by something else entirely.
She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
I'm sure as Fiona was already 3. I-O and A. That's 3 uneven. Fifi 2 I even.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Freya went to call to that. Okay. Like you're going along with all this.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the crimson cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No,
No,
I
not at
just
all.
meant because we both wear, red capes of a sort.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I saw him with a cape, though.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly, Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Yeah, because she was looking for a beetle because she wanted the beetle. But then a bunch of stuff happened, and then I saw the beetle in the freaking greenhouse, but was nothing gold.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Yes, they were close, Freya and Flora. That's the entire reason for the painting wise and the other thing that we found. I don't remember what it was, it was something. I'm trying to think something, but now I can't remember.
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all.
So still, like, within family binds to it, has still rule of the last name, but then some difficulties of the decision to carry that on.
There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Her parents died. She was 3 years old. She came to the tower, lived with all of you, was family. Then that's the reason why she holds probably the whole entire last name thing.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
Yeah, he's like super suspicious seeming. Like dark and gloomy.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
So if he doesn't trust him, could that be leading to something then? Professor.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I think he doesn't like him, so would like gladly like say like, ah yes, he's definitely the murderer. The suspect's definitely the murderer himself, and he just wants him out of the tower now.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Known him forever. Can't say a friend, but then can't say an enemy either. Yeah, Penny and Poppy is lost too before I will call it quits for this video.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter.
So, yeah, because he loved his daughter, so much care, but then also has with her niece or her uncle something of family ties, but not too big or remarkable or something that really happened at all.
Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
She doesn't want she wants the family to come together. She has love for him, but then it's like unagreed from him, because then I guess he doesn't like him.
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Should be interesting all about that. We have all this to go through, but of course that will be nothing until next time.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Ooh, and it looks like we have more going on. But if anything, you will have to wait until the next video. So until next time, everybody, thanks for watching, and goodbye.